And whenever, like, when I like a song, I will play it until I hate it.
Yeah.
So,
there's those that do it.
yeah, I play that song a lot. But it's really good. I would recommend it. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Because I think it's really good.
Hey dear puppers, welcome back to some even more of Kirby's Adventure.
Kirby!
Alright, we got full health this time, and we're gonna take on the boss of Orange Ocean.
Part of me wants it to be a giant orange, but I know it's not going to be.
No, it's Meta Knight.
Ooh.
You must use the sword. On guard!
I really like the background.
Yeah?
I think that'd make a really cute window.
It would. I think it'd be like a nice painting in one of the rooms.
Yeah.
To like kind of have that aesthetic.
It almost
He's a
reminds
very
me.
skilled swordsman.
It
He
almost
has a lot of HP.
It reminds me of a nice version of Soul Eater.
Oh,
Like the moon
yeah.
from Soul Eater.
Yeah, the creepy moon. That's right. Well, how about that? Come on, Meta Knight. Now, Meta Knight is a recurring character in the Kirby series.
Meta Knights.
He starts as a villain, and later on he becomes kind of like an anti-hero.
Now, is the screen glitching for any reason?
Every time you score a hit.
Oh. Oh. He's like, no, I'm naked.
Yeah, the mask flies off, and he's like, uh-oh. Poosh. Because
I wonder if that's how girls with fake eyelashes feel when they lose an eyelash in the wind. They're like, oh, shit! Like,
and here we are, Rainbow Resort. I'm a singer. Uh-oh. I'm
aww.
a bad singer.
Because
I'm just a baby. I haven't taken any classes yet.
I have no excuses to being a bad singer.
I've never heard you sing. I've heard you like
I
humding.
sing in
here
the
and
car.
Take me to the river.
Now.
It's not now. I found out all this time that I've been singing it wrong. It's take me to the river. I wanna know.
Yes.
Okay.
So when you actually found out what the song means.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, I was supposed to explain?
Well, I mean, I can if you want.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So, for anyone who doesn't know what song we're talking about, it's River by Leon Bridges.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching an interview of his about the song, and it's from when he was younger, and he used to like kind of badmouth everyone and blame everyone because he wasn't, seeing any success, seeing any results, and which is very like normal for a lot of people to do. But instead of grinding, he was just kind of like, this is everyone's fault. And his mom was basically like, cut that shit out. Just believe in God and like, your day will come. Just be a good person.
Yeah.
And he just kept like really hating on a lot of people and saying a lot of terrible things. And finally, he just kind of like almost gave up in a way and just like decided to just go with the flow. And then he like got his big break. The song was on, I forget what TV show, but it was on like a pretty big TV show. So he wrote River as kind of like a spiritual song. It's got a lot of like ideology
like
of baptism.
Yeah. And coming clean.
Yeah. So to kind of like
Cleansing, I mean.
yeah, to kind of like clean up his soul for all of the like
Jesus, that's coming in hot.
it was. But like to kind of like clean himself up from all the wrongs that he felt he did before he made a break. I really like Leon Bridges.
Well, that's very nice.
Yeah. But it does have like a very gospel-y feel to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like that wasn't the reason I always made fun of it.
It's a great
I made
song.
fun of it
because I play it all the time.
Always hear it.
I play it
So, like,
a lot.
I'd get
Like
out of the
I like that song a lot.
I'd get out of the bath. Take me to
To
the
the
river.
river.
Now. I'd wake up in the morning. Take me to the river. And like again, I thought he was saying, "Take me to the river now," and I'm just like, "This is annoying."
And whenever like when I like a song, I will play it until I hate it.
Yeah.
So
There's those that do it.
yeah, I play that song a lot. But it's really good. I would recommend it. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Because I think it's really good.
My favorite song that you play on that list is Into the Wild.
Yeah.
I know there'd be copyright out the wazoo. I probably won't make an official video, but like just for you and me, I think I'm going to sync it to Breath of the Wild.
That would be fun.
I think it would fit perfectly.
Yeah, I think that would be
and
fun.
like maybe I'll implement it in little clips to like bypass the copyright to
Yeah.
share on Pupcorn. but the full version will just be for you and me.
I like it.
But like, I think it would really fit.
I think one of my newest favorite songs on that playlist that I have is, it's called Mama Said.
Mama said there'll be days like this? Or is it a different one? Mama said there'll be days like this. There will be days like this. That's a very old,
yeah.
like, 60s
No,
song.
it's a different song. I'm trying to remember her last name, but her first name is Kat.
Okay.
I don't quite remember it, but it's called Mama Said, and it's really good.
Ooh, boo, 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 boo. What can I do? Ooh, boo, 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 boo. He's a blueberry.
But yeah, I'm currently working on an art show.
Yes.
That's really, really personal to me. And a lot of the songs that I've been playing on repeat are what I want to have playing at the show. So whether it's about like my parents, my family, kind of like the loss that you know we've felt over the past decade, but also kind of like the rebirth of what those losses have done for us, and how they made us become better people in certain ways and made us kind of like change the outlook of, well, at least for me, of my family as a whole. So a lot of those songs are kind of like I'm sifting through to see like, okay, you know, it's probably going to be about a 2-hour playlist. Okay. So what do I want to have playing?
Well, that's very nice.
And there is going to be some video game music on there because I really, really love I Am Setsuna, and the music is phenomenal. So
I agree. And it's official now. We are doing an I Am Setsuna playthrough this winter.
Yes.
So look forward to that.
Drinking lots of tea and cocoa and coffee.
Hot chocolate, yes indeed. Now this tower is a boss rush of all the mini bosses in the game. So like, again, the first one you called like the Snow Brother. What's this guy called?
Can I whisper it to you? Because I don't know if it's appropriate.
Oh my god.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Sure.
Just let your imagination run away with you.
I want to hear what that sounds like in the audio. I thought you were gonna like do a Phantom Tollbooth and be like, well, that's Talk. His name's
Talk.
TikTok. Friends call him Talk. All
oh
right.
my gosh.
And this guy, who's he? Before he dies.
He is what I imagine a Wilbur to look like.
Wilbur.
He is Wilbur.
All right, that is Wilbur the Walrus. Alrighty. And this guy?
Jim.
Not even Jim Bob, just Jim.
Just Jim.
Just old Jim.
Not Jimmy. Jim.
This is like those videos where like, my grandmother names the Smash Brothers characters. My girlfriend names the Kirby mini bosses. Ha ha.
He looked like a Jim.
And this guy? Death.
See, I see him and all I think of is Norbert.
Norbert. Interesting.
I think his name is, oh no, it's Filbert from Rocko's Modern Life.
Oh, yeah. Well, alrighty then.
Filbert.
So he's Filbert.
What is his real name?
This guy, Rolling Turtle.
That is not creative at all.
That's his name.
Hello, my first name is Rolling, last name Turtle.
Quite right. Alright, rematch. Rematch with the Rolling Turtle. I don't know. I think of Franklin. Hey, it's Franklin.
Yeah. I think it's just because Franklin, like, I haven't rewatched it. Whereas, like, I did rewatch Rocko's Modern Life, and that's, like, the turtle character that I know.
Franklin is...
I loved Franklin.
I remember reading the books. I don't really remember the cartoon.
Yeah. I watched the cartoon at my Aunt Tracy's house in the morning before going to school.
That and another childhood cartoon was like Little Bear.
I love Little Bear.
Little Bear was sweet.
Yeah, we got Little Bear
wholesome.
on like one of the cable channels that back in the 90s when
I feel like that was all Nick Jr. Is that correct?
There was, I think it was a Nick Jr. show, but it also played on another channel.
Okay.
It was like, there were a couple cartoons. Winnie the Pooh.
Because Arthur was PBS Kids.
Arthur, yeah.
Yep. Who's this guy?
Pincher.
Pincher.
His
All
name
right.
is Pincher.
His name is Pincher. Piff. We'll call him Piff.
But yeah, there was like 6 or 7 channels that you would get free in the city.
Mm-hmm.
So without like paying for cable.
Okay.
And Little Bear was one of the cartoons.
Aw. All right.
Oddly
who's
enough,
next?
it was like Little Bear, The Simpsons.
And this little fella? What's his name? Meow.
Fluffy.
Fluffy? Who told you about Fluffy? That thing has a name. Shouldn't have said that.
I shouldn't have said that.
I shouldn't have said that.
Hey, play him
Come
a
on,
little
let
bit
go.
of light music, falls right asleep. Shouldn't have said that. Should not have said that. Come on, Kirby, you can do it.
I don't really have anything to throw back at him with this ability, so it's kind of useless.
Which one do you
Unless
have?
I get the star. There we go. Actually did some pretty good damage if I do say so myself.
Nice.
All right, is that everyone? Yes. We did it. We
Kirby's like, I
defeated
gotta-
all the mini bosses.
Gotta keep going. Gotta get the star. Nom, 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 nom.
The more you know.
Aw.
Oh, look at this. This looks like Chalk Zone.
This does look like which is another cartoon I just recently rewatched.
Mm-hmm.
See, I love Chalk Zone because it is so absurd without
Definitely.
being unrealistic.
I found it was a little excessive on the songs. I didn't remember
Yeah.
for that
well, there's
many
a song.
songs.
There's a
the first
song
time
at the
I
end of
watched
every
it.
single episode.
Okay.
Because it's like I think 2 or 3 episodes per, or like 2 or 3 stories per episode,
Okay.
and then a song at the end of each episode.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Because it kind of plays out the same way that like Dexter does, where there's like in one sitting of like 23 minutes, there's 2 episodes and a short.
Gotcha.
Chalk Zone works the same way. That song is the
It's
short.
Gotcha. Oh, this is awkward. Oof. I can't. I can't. I can't. I'm making like Billy noises from Billy and Mandy.
Oh my god, I just finished the episode where he like lost his nose to the nose wizard.
The nose wizard.
The nose, I think he's like the nose chromancer, like the nose necromancer.
Nice.
That show is weird, man.
Oh yeah. And like
I
apparently
like
the
it.
creator got under like a lot of flack for like being more suitable for like Adult Swim than like
Yeah.
actual kids cartoons.
See, what I don't understand though is like
So, like, he
everyone
was
is so
constantly
incredibly apt to
ridiculed.
like make such kid-friendly cartoons, but they're like anymore it feels like there's not cartoons for like the weird goth kids.
I don't know. I haven't really watched much lately. I could take your word for it, but
See, I don't really
sure
know.
there's
I don't
somewhere.
really know. It just like that's what it seems like because every time there's something weird or kind of like, you know, outlandish, it's like, oh, that's not appropriate for kids, and it's like becomes the, you know, the song of the goth kids.
Okay.
You know, like Billy and Mandy. You know,
But like,
Courage,
there's a lot of
Courage the
shows
Cowardly
that like, people are
Dog.
saying is actually really good. But again, I'm like, well, I'm not a kid anymore, so I'll just take your word for it. Like Owl House, I think is one, or Owl Story, Owl something has been buzzing around, and people are just like, this is really good. This is
I
great.
mean,
for
I could
kids.
probably like check it out, but
We Bear Bears.
We Three Bears.
No, We Bear Bears.
Oh.
We Bear B-A-R-E Bears
Oh, okay.
B-E-A-R-S.
I've seen that one on
I don't
Paramount
know if
Plus.
that's a kid's cartoon or not. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. It's on Paramount Plus.
Like again, this is just heard it through the grapevine.
Yeah.
I have no idea if these are actual children's
It's just-
cartoons.
This is a
or-
great thing about working with entertainment and media.
Uh-huh.
It's like you hear all these things.
That's very true. Especially like when you work at a video store
Yeah.
or something, like people are always going to be like, what's the newest cartoon that's out? I'm like, I
Right.
don't know.
And
Let me
you're
take a
just
look.
Like, I'm 30. I don't know. Like,
I don't know, but I'm curious. So let's take a look.
yeah. I always get what's the newest book. What's the newest book? Did James Patterson come out with anything new? And I'm like, which James Patterson?
I think our store
8
needs a
million
new
of them.
release movie section because we
That
have
would
like
be
games
a-
and stuff.
that
But
would
it's
be an
just like,
excellent idea.
listen, I'm under the impression that all these movies came to streaming and never got a physical release.
Mm-hmm.
Can we please have a new section? Because I get that question a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I'm gonna say that
That would-
tomorrow. It's
yeah,
like,
that would be a
hey, can we
great-
have a new movie section? Because I've had customers ask,
Yeah, that'd be
hey,
a great
what new movies
proposal.
are out? Because I keep forgetting what is out compared to like what is just on streaming.
Yeah. I know I'm gonna butcher his name because I'm real bad with names, but I had that idea with Jinjutsu.
Sure.
He
I don't think I even know that.
He's a manga artist.
Okay.
And he writes like a lot of the really creepy like single mangas.
Oh, okay.
And like I think it's the newest one.
It's
He
like
just
the
came
manga
out.
Stephen King.
Yes.
Okay.
I think the newest one that just came out of his is called Censor.
Oh no.
And it
fuck.
like oh no. But like his artwork is really creepy and it's really really good. But he just recently won a bunch of awards, and I wanted to do like an end cap or a display that has all of like his mangas on it, just to show like, hey, I know a lot of people ask for this. It'd be nice to have a display for him.
Okay.
But they turned me down because we have a display for all of our box sets. So there's just not enough room.
I mean, that happens sometimes. I'll make a display, and then 3 days later, they're like, oh, this is trending. And they'll take down my display. I'm like,
it hurts my heart.
I spent the whole day on that.
Oh, it hurts my heart. I do that in like the one section of the store that I'm at the most. There were like no books over there. And I was just like, hey, can we do like a book display with some of the back stock of like
There we go.
the new release books? Because when we get new release books, they'll give us like 30 or 40 copies of that book. So I'm like, we could easily make a nice display, like a cozy display that has like tins of tea and, you know, some bags of coffee, the books, you know, some nice cozy socks, and just be like,
watch this. One hit wonder. Use the crash.
That's eyeball wheel.
Yep. Eyeball wheel.
So like I made a table display over there, and I like
Watch this.
spent so much time setting it up, and then just
Gravity
like,
go up, gravity go down.
Ooh.
So where those stars go, that's where the gravity takes you.
Okay.
So you fly up, and you go down, you go down. And the faster you go, that's what makes it easy.
Okay.
But no, it's a pretty neat technology. To see it at its fullest, check out the video game Super Mario Galaxy, where inverted gravities is basically the entire fundamentals of the game.
We'll get to that one eventually.
Yes.
Probably with you playing,
Eventually.
because I don't know if I can do it. I become
You think
confused.
you'd be dizzy?
Dizzy, or I become confused very easily.
Okay.
But probably more dizzy than anything, because like there are
Yeah.
certain games that I do get dizzy
Yeah.
watching. Alice is one of them.
Oh. Fair enough. My mother got dizzy from like a golf game in the Rugrats video game. Because like the camera would just spin all the way around to like line up your shot, and it just got her dizzy.
It's weird, because sometimes things that I feel like would make me dizzy don't. And then there are other times where it's just like I spin the camera and I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna throw up.
It's one of those things where like if you think about it, it'll really affect you. But
if you just let it happen,
you'll be okay.
Yeah.
That's the only advice I can give for like, there's a word for it.
I feel like anyone that
Not
has
just-
like vertigo or like sensory issues, like that's...
Yeah, let's just call it that because I'm blanking on the term. But motion sickness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we went to the Van Gogh show recently. You bought tickets for my birthday, and that is really hard to get to.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna say screw it to this one. I got all the switches. I think that's just like an extra life.
Okay.
La-di-dee, la-di-da.
And that was one of the warnings they had, that it's like if you have motion sickness or vertigo or any like sensory issues, that can really like activate those issues. And we walked in and I was like, whoa, I see what they mean. Like, it goes away after a second, but going in, it was really disorienting because all of the walls are moving, the floor is moving, and you're just like, whoa.
All right.
It was beautiful though.
Oh, definitely a great experience.